Well, the trunk show started about 7 years ago. It was actually my brother's creation. He did the first one, put it all together, and then at that same time I was kind of starting my own brand. So when the second year rolled around, he kind of passed the reins over to me. Every year it gets bigger. You know, we tried some different things over time, and some things worked, some things didn't, but it always ended up being like a really solid event, something that's really good for the community.
Hi, I'm Anthony Solon from Standard Collective. Yeah, we're a little art gallery and a clothing boutique out of Melbourne, Florida. Brought a small example for what we carry in the store here. Got some skateboards, handbags, some little studly vests for the ladies. This is what we have to offer.
I'm Hugh Ward. I'm aka DJ Hugh. I run a production company called Classic Blends, and I became involved in the trunk show 3 years ago. I was asked to be involved, but I was also all the way up to the year I was involved, I was asking to be involved because I was doing my own kind of productions, and I saw this event happening, and I was like, this is really cool. I'm like, this is the kind of thing that, you know, if I'm not doing it, I'm glad somebody else is doing it, so I want to know what's going on with this.
Over the last few years we did some stuff. We did one incarnation of the show that was featured a live band playing and a full runway fashion show, which kind of brought it to a whole nother level as far as, you know, displaying everybody's talents and stuff like that.
Greg asked me to come on as just a DJ and, you know, kind of add that element to the show. So we came on when it was here at Cafe 11.
In the end, it's kind of always come back to where it is at Cafe 11, where it's kind of just more organic. Just people come and set up, you know, the stuff they make, and then whoever wants to come can come, walk through real fast, so they can stop and talk to everybody, or they can, you know, buy some things. It's always been more rooted in like the connectivity of it, like everybody coming together, and then people being able to interact with all the designers and stuff like that as well.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and what I do is I take t-shirt material and cut out by hand different designs, and then I hand stitch it. I try to keep it new and try to make it different every time, and most of my shirts have something on the front and then something on the back.
Hi, my name is Lisa Autry, and I have Crystal Mind Designs, and this is one of my bags that I make by hand. And I learned from my mom. She used to have a leather shop downtown, and she taught me all of her skills. And
That's great, I really love it.
thank you.
St. Augustine and North Florida has a lot of creative people that don't have very many outlets for their creativity. So I was really happy to have an event come along that kind of filled that void, so to speak.
It's a unique event as far as, you know, fashion in Florida goes.
They serve hummus, and they serve, what is this called, talamata?
Very fresh and good stuff.
One of the things we've also incorporated over time is like kind of opened up the spectrum a little bit, not just being clothes. You know, now there's accessories and, you know, jewelry, scarves, things like that, menswear, women's wear. It's kind of an all-encompassing thing. It's like, it doesn't matter who comes, they'll be able to find something that they kind of like there. You know, there's something that's going to appeal to everybody.
Well, this is the kind of experience where you can shake hands with the person that's doing it and be like, hey, that's really cool. How do you do what you do, and why do you do what you do? And I think that's the most valuable piece of the show. I think that's probably one of the most important pieces of the show.
My name is Laurel Baker. This is my 4th year at the trunk show, and I've really enjoyed it so far. But anyway, I guess I'm a jeweler. I make jewelry all the time, and I have a boutique in downtown St. Augustine. And these are some of my featured pieces. They're Florida agate magnetized coral, which is the state stone of Florida, and it's one of my best sellers, and it's going to be featured in Southern Living magazine in January, so I'm really excited about that. But what I did was I just took watch bands, and instead of a timepiece, you have a rock, so you can't really tell time. But they just are all unique and have different colors and textures, and the stone is kind of my thing, to cut these stones, the Florida State stone.
We kind of always wanted it to be more like, especially more regular. Like from the very beginning, it's always been like we should do one of these every season or every 2 times a year, or at least more than once a year. But it kind of ends up being this thing where if you do it too much, you're afraid you lose the specialness of it. You know, people start to get sort of programmed to expect it. That's why it's kind of always stayed a once a year thing, but it still might become more than once a year.